Gridiron Geeks podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about all of our NFL awards predictions. We're picking the MVPs. It's literally the second week of preseason. We're picking the MVPs. We're also going to talk about some Pat McAfee news because that's all anyone ever talks about anymore. We're also going to be talking about the NFL has an attempt to try to get more women involved in the NFL. Dakota has some opinions on that. And then once we switch to the fandom zone, we will be talking about everything that D23 announced over the weekend. It's going to be a great show. We'll be right back after this. Welcome in, everybody, to the Gridiron Geeks podcast, episode 22. I'm your host, Strez. Joined with me, as always, my wonderful co-host, Dakota.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
It's our T Swift. We're in our
obligated.
Yeah, I don't know what else to call it, actually. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to freaking upload all of this information into YouTube again.
I was gonna say.
I literally am just at a loss for words at this point. Chat. Not even kidding.
What's going on, Pookie?
Anyways, Dakota, how are you? How's your week?
I'm doing. I for those of you who don't know, I just recently got a new job, and in order to do said job, you have to take a lot of classes, and then you got to get certified. And boy, oh boy, is it making me kind of question whether I want this job or not. No, it's a lot. It's fun, but you know what? We moving, we grooving. I got 2 more weeks until I'm in Minnesota, baby, for the season opener. So.
Is it 2 weeks? Is
just about, I think like 3 weeks actually, but like, yeah.
Yeah, 2 Sundays after this coming Sunday, not including this Sunday. 3 Sundays, including this Sunday. We will be like literally playing football, like real football, NFL football.
I'm so excited.
I'm almost up to date with all of this jackwagony crap on the Facebook. I literally don't understand why it does this stuff, but you know, we're rolling with it. Welcome in, Charles.
The YouTubers know that we are.
Please and thank you.
We appreciate all of your guys' patience.
This is. I literally hate this. I'm so embarrassed. This is so unprofessional of us.
Honestly, one of my friends is a really, really popular Twitch streamer, and she says that you are not a professional until you have one live where you are dealing with tech issues. So, like, no stress, homie.
This is 2 weeks in a row. So what does that mean about us?
That we're really professional.
If we're being fully transparent about all of that, but okay, let's. I'll keep doing this. I can multitask while I'm working on this. We are actually going to also get into all of our. How do you say, NFL Honors Awards predictions for literally every single award that they do at the end of the NFL season. I don't think we should. We can't start off with MVP, honestly.
No.
That's I think that's against the rules to start off with MVP.
We gotta like build our way up to it. Yeah. We could start. I say let's start with Coach of the Year. Let's go down, work our way up. We'll do Coach of the Year first.
Actually, a great idea. This award I think never really goes to the coach that it's supposed to go to. If we're being completely honest, I feel like they get this wrong every single year.
I disagree.
I feel like they just give it out to just somebody that has some motion at that moment in time, and it drives me nuts.
I disagree. I think Kevin O'Connell absolutely deserved it the year that he won it. I mean, when you consider what he was dealing with that year, he was talking through plays to Joshua Dobbs up until like 15 seconds before the play clock was over. I absolutely think that was Coach of the Year worthy. That man was able to get to the Minnesota Vikings a winning record and still be, I think, like 3rd in the NFC North that season.
That's
I
true.
Absolutely think
that is one of the I will say that is one of the few years that it actually did go to the correct person. I'll give you that.
Dare I say, dare I say, if the Vikings make it into the playoffs this season and it's clean cut, I think KOC has a shot at winning it again.
This would be the second time in 3 years if that were to happen. That would genuinely be very impressive.
I think it's either for him, again, if the Minnesota Vikings are able to make it to at least 2 rounds into the playoffs, I think that he could be a strong contender for this one. However, if they don't make it into the playoffs, unfortunately, my guy will probably be in the hot seat, I fear.
You think? Say that again?
I think that if Kevin O'Connell isn't able to get into the playoffs this year, he will be on the hot seat going into next year.
Wow.
And y'all know how much I love that man.
I
love that man.
I don't see that.
Are we live on YouTube? I think we might be live on YouTube.
We are.
Yay! Hi, YouTubers. The reason I think that is just because it's almost like a Mike Tomlin situation in that it's like, yeah, you have a winning record every season, and yeah, you are staying competitive in like the best division in the NFL. But the thing with it is that we are in a competitive rebuild. How have you been competitive? The furthest he has gotten is the first round of the playoffs, in which we lost horribly both times. If you're going to be competitive, you need to make it at least 2-3 rounds in. And he hasn't been able to achieve that yet. And then when you consider the fact that then Sam Darnold, fails the first round of the playoffs and then immediately goes and wins the Super Bowl, like, I'm not saying that that's Kevin O'Connell's fault, but when you watch that Rams game, it's like, it's a little bit Kevin O'Connell's fault.
Yeah, just ever so slightly. I think coaches that are able to handle work with the hand that they're dealt, honestly,
Yeah.
they're the ones that I think deserve, the credit to those types of things. I
Right.
think if Sean, I guess, I mean, these are regular season awards also. Like, they don't typically always go to like how you do in the postseason and stuff.
Right.
But if Sean Payton had won the AFC Championship game last year with a backup quarterback, it would have been like, okay, well, let's be for real here. You just made it to the Super Bowl after some of the most catastrophic news possible. But I don't know.
Right.
So if you take that giant if out of your statement before you said Kevin O'Connell, who do you think wins Coach of the Year this year?
I don't know, because the thing is that I feel like a lot of the coaches in my brain are very much like circumstantial ifs.
Yeah.
But I like I said, I think Kevin O'Connell's got a decent shot depending on quarterback play. I think Ben Johnson's got a decent shot if the Bears are able to be number 1 in the division again. And I think who's the Bills' new head coach?
I'm seriously blanking on his name. He's literally been in their system. He was their offensive coordinator last year. I'm blanking on. I'm literally trying to get freaking all
Joe
this
Brady.
stuff.
Joe Brady.
Joe Brady. Yes, I was like, the last name starts with a B. Yeah.
I think, again, depending on the Bills situation, I think Joe Brady could also have his name in contention there as well.
I actually
Who won
like
it
that
last year.
I actually like the pick. Who did win it last year? Was it Mike Vrabel?
It was Vrabel.
Gross.
Boo.
It is what it is.
I want to recount.
It is what it is. Dude, why is Facebook not letting me?
Zuckerberg, let us in.
Oh well, screw it. I don't even care anymore. I kind of have a nice. I don't know. I don't know why this is the case, but I feel like kind of high on Liam Cohen and the Jacksonville Jaguars this season.
I feel like you're very high on the Jacksonville Jaguars in
I've
general this season.
Yeah, I don't know why. And I think it's because I may have been tricked by Trevor Lawrence's performance last season, like the second half of the season when he was like genuinely playing
Sure.
MVP caliber football. But also
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know. There's
Yeah.
something about Liam Cohen down there in Duval County. But also, I think Sean McVay also could potentially have his name in that conversation if he's able to get Aaron Donald to actually come out of retirement.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the most recent.
oh, Marky, that's insane. Hey, we gotta laugh. Also, still don't understand why not everybody's talking about Mike Rabel as much as they've talked about Diana Rossini, but that's a whole different conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Sean McVay, if he's able to get Aaron Donald to come out of retirement and then also was able to get this, be instrumental in this getting Myles Garrett into LA and then getting Matt Stafford to win the MVP last season and potentially going into, another successful year this year. Matt Stafford
Right.
is what, 37?
Yes, he's 37. We looked
I
it up
mean,
a couple episodes ago, yeah.
And with the potential, like no one knows what's going on with Puka Nacua. Like there's a lot of variables that Sean McVay is having to navigate right now.
I will say, super off topic, but not really. My favorite thing about the Puka Nacua situation is the way that people are describing it. Bit a woman, anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Like, why is that second?
One of those
Why is that second?
Yeah, I would probably put one of those in the front, on the front end of things. Just have no idea.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I needed to bring that up. I think about that caption all the time. I could see Sean McVay though. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I think my comeback player of the year choice is a little bit out of left field, and I will defend it to the grave.
Let's hear it.
Joshua Metellus.
Your bestie.
My bestie. For those of you who don't know, I have a joke on Twitter that I've done for the last, I think 4 seasons now. Every year when Pro Bowl voting opens, I threaten to steal people's shoelaces in exchange for votes for Joshua Metellus to get to the Pro Bowl. And he has taken notice of this and sent me 2 signed jerseys. One of them is Game Day Worn. And the reason I am very much in the Joshua Metellus comeback player of the year is because when you look at the season prior to this last one and this season, the difference in numbers is insane, and it's because this last season he had a shoulder injury and it's looking like he's doing a lot better now. He is actively at training camp, and I think that this is the year that, because Harrison Smith is most likely not coming back. Freudian slip a little bit. Because Harrison Smith is probably not coming back, I think that this is the year that Joshua Metellus will absolutely shine, and so I think that he is a good contender for comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Clock it.
Yeah. Did they change the, isn't it supposed to be a player that's coming back from injury?
It is typically given to a player who overcomes the worst adversity to return to play even a single snap of football, such as not playing the previous season, injury, or playing well in comparison to the previous year's poor performance. I know a couple of years ago it was Kyler Murray could win it. I know a couple of years ago, when the whole Damar Hamlin thing happened, Joe Flacco was also up for that award, and Joe Flacco was like, "I got off the couch, dog. Don't give it to me. Please don't give it to me."
Yeah, I didn't get off of the turf where my heart stopped.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like there's a couple players that obviously are top of mind in this one. Now, I don't think it's going to be there.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he just missed a playoff game. Like, there were only 4 teams playing that weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a pretty extreme injury.
Yeah, he's starting on Friday night, by the way. So excited to see my boy play again. By the way, if you are interested in it, we've got some God Bless Bo Nick shirts available at the Not a Casual store. So go grab yourself. So we're working on all kinds of merch for all of you guys. So but like I don't know, like Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels.
I don't think
Daniel Jones.
No. Unless there's a number 5 attached to it, I don't think Jaden Daniels is getting it.
That has genuinely been one of the best memes around the NFL in years.
The best thing too is that it has now gone beyond the NFL. It has entered the main
insane.
atmosphere.
I think Ticketmaster or StubHub posted something about we're no longer allowing tickets to be sold in groups of 5 out of respect for Jaden Daniels. And I'm just like, this is brother.
I saw a meme that was like Ocho Cinco changed his name to Ocho Ocho out of respect.
Oh my God. That's genuinely hilarious. Like, not even gonna lie. Genuinely
my friend
hilarious.
Icarus, who knows nothing about football, I explained the situation to them, and they've been making Jaden Daniels jokes too now. It's awesome. It's so freaking funny, dude.
That is insane. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a couple of those got Aaron Donald.
If he comes back, yeah.
Is that the choice? Is that the obvious pick?
I don't know, because I feel like it is, but it also is a little Joe Flacco-y.
Yeah.
You know, like he got off the couch.
True. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, I just feel like it's probably going to be, I don't know. Something tells me it's going to be like a Jaden Daniels or like a Joe Burrow or a Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
It's going to be a quarterback on the eastern side of the Mississippi River.
Aaron Rodgers. One last time.
They'll give him the Go Away Award.
ESPN posted, or the NFL posted his for one last ride. It's like, it's been his last ride for the last 5 seasons. What are we doing here?
Honestly, it's getting out of hand. Let's see. I would say we could do the Walter Payton Man of the Year, but no one knows how that one gets chosen. Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Caleb Banks.
Okay. Give me your reasoning.
First of all, coming off of an injury and has already shown that he is a dog at training camp. And I mean, he's in the Brian Flores defense, so of course he's going to look spectacular.
Right. That is fair.
I think he absolutely has the chance to do Defensive Rookie of the Year. He is in the right system for it. He is coming off of an injury, so he's considered an underdog, and he's already blowing up at camp.
You know who else has been blowing up at camp? That is actually my pick for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Is it in chat?
No. It might be a little bit of a homer pick.
Okay.
Arvell Reese would be a homer pick, but there were 4 other Ohio State defensive players taken in the first round of this year's NFL draft.
Oh, sure.
And the one that I think is going to win Defensive Player of the Year is the one that is going to change the Dallas Cowboys defense. It's Caleb Downs. I think
I can see that, yeah.
He is going to be in position to be able to make so many plays, whether it's an interception, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery. He's gonna be up on the line of scrimmage, so there are chances for him to get some sacks, some tackles for loss. If there's gonna be a defensive rookie that's going to light up every bit of the stat sheet, I think it's going to be Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Genuinely. But I mean, it could be any of the other major defensive players that were taken in that first round, David Bailey,
right.
the edge guy from Texas Tech. Sonny Styles was mentioned in the chat. Shout out Marky with that one. Arvell Reese, Reuben Bain Jr. There is just so many. There is a lot of talent that came out in this year's NFL draft, and it's not even really just the first round of the draft. There are dudes in the second round that I think could be genuinely game breakers. But yeah, I think Caleb Banks is a great pick.
I knew you were gonna say Charles Demings. I knew you were gonna say Charles Demings cultural. Oh my god. Charles Demings, if I'm not mistaken, was a UD undrafted free agent, a
UDFA.
UDFA.
Yeah.
And holy crap, is Demings, like, if he's not first string, I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Charles Demings would actually, I think, be a really good contender for this, but they'll probably go with like any of the guys from Ohio State, honest to God.
Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be either an edge rusher or like a DB this
Fifth
year. I
rounder,
think
my bad.
like
Yeah.
Monsieur Delane, he's a rookie cornerback with the Chiefs. Like I think he's gonna have a pretty solid season. He's gonna get burnt like every play week 1. That's just a given. Good luck. Your first game in the NFL and you have to cover either Cortland Sutton or Jalen Waddle. Have fun. Have so much fun. I don't know what to tell you. Jalen Waddle burnt Patrick Surtain twice today at practice. I don't know what to tell you as a rookie in your first game.
I also don't trust that Chiefs defense the way they looked last year. I don't know, man. I feel like we're going to be looking at a huge coaching overhaul in the next season or two for the Chiefs, regardless. So I don't know if I trust anyone coming out of the Chiefs camp.
I'm ready for Andy Reid to retire.
It's been a good. It's been
I'm
great.
tired of that guy.
It's been great.
I'm so tired of it.
Next.
Just leave. Bye. Okay. Yeah. So I think those are two legitimately good picks for offensive or defensive rookie of the year. So let's move on to offensive rookie of the year. Obviously, Fernando Mendoza was taken. Right. He's not going to play all 17 games. I think Fernando could win it. I think, but he's not going to because he's not going to have the total stats to back it up because he's not playing. He's not going to be playing all 17 games.
I wish. It'd be awesome though. Oh my god.
It would be.
I'm kind of tied. It sucks because these two players are kind of, I was gonna say they're on kind of crappy teams, but I feel like Jeremiah Love or Jordan Tyson have really good shots.
Yeah, I like Jordan Tyson a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he end up? Who picked him?
New Orleans.
Oh, that's right. Isn't he like already hurt?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I saw some news that he got hurt last week and is gonna miss like the next couple of weeks.
Hamstring injury, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and that's gonna be one that's gonna nag all season long.
Yeah, so that's already has Jordan Tyson out. So yeah, I'd say Jeremiah Love.
Did you see his first couple of carries?
No, I didn't.
Jeremiah Love is going to be so special.
Yeah.
Like he's like one of those running backs where you just watch him and you're just like, oh my God, this guy's good.
They're going to utilize him a lot. I mean, they got Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, yeah.
So,
which Jacoby's looked okay.
He's looked fine. I will say, if Carson Beck ends up starting, I would take Carson Beck over Mendoza because of how good he looked in that game.
Yeah.
I'd take him.
Yeah.
I think Carson Beck has a real opportunity to be something special, honest to God.
Yeah. I think that you're right. I think he might be one of the more pro-ready quarterbacks that came out this season.
Hey, send him to the Vikings. Hey, we'll give you back Kyler if you give him a
couple guys in the chat have all picked my pick. So this is also a homer pick. If Ohio State wins offensive and defensive rookie of the season or rookie of the year, I will be insufferable about it. Yeah, I think Carnell Tate, and we've talked about this on the show several times. Mm-hmm. The two teams that I think are going to shock some people are the Titans and the Saints.
Yeah.
So it would make sense if it were Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson to get that offensive rookie award of the year.
I mean, listen, if Jordan is only out for like a month, that does still give him the chance and the potential to do something amazing. You know, like there is still time for him to come back from that hammy and wow us. Yeah, he just really needs to make sure that he just focuses as hard as he can while he's in the training room, because hamstring injuries you can come back from them quicker than pretty much everything else.
But if you don't
Right.
come back properly, you're going to be bothered by it all season long.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a bummer for New Orleans. And hopefully Chris Olave, who just got paid this offseason, hopefully my guy can stay healthy this year too and give the young stud Tyler Shuck some help. That's all we want out of New Orleans.
Just
cool.
be competitive.
All right. Let's go up to Defensive Player of the Year.
Dare I say that we have a repeat?
Myles Garrett again?
Yeah. On that defense?
Yeah, that defense specifically, and it would make sense too because I think that offense has so much like firepower that the teams they're playing are going to be playing from behind a lot, and they're going to have to pass the ball more.
Yeah.
Like that just makes sense.
I could see Myles Garrett repeating. I could absolutely see Myles Garrett repeating.
Yeah. I mean, it's always a safe bet to like put a little bit on Myles Garrett, put a little bit on TJ Watt, maybe sprinkle some on Patrick Surtain.
Right.
Maybe Christian Gonzalez. You know, yeah, I like Max Hiller down here saying Patrick Surtain or Myles Garrett. Those are the two guys that won them the last 2 seasons. So yeah, I think I feel like it's got it. Like Myles Garrett's my pick too.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be, I mean, obviously, you know, he's coming off of, if Micah Parsons was healthy, I would pick Micah Parsons, but he's going to miss like the first month plus. So,
Rats. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. So he's going to be behind the 8 ball when it comes to like the major statistic that you need as an edge rusher to win Defensive Player of the Year, which are sacks, you know, so.
Right. Well, and especially when you're playing, like your first game is against a division rival that you know has a very brand new quarterback that's already struggling with the center. So.
Yeah. How about Will Anderson out of Houston? That's a dark horse pick right there. I like that though. That kid can ball.
Okay.
That kid can ball, and I think he's in year 3 at this point. So right. he's been around a little bit, so he kind of understands how to do it better now. I think him and Nick Bonito are kind of on a little bit of a similar kind of career path, but I would love if Nick Bonito could go win it. That would be so freaking cool if we got another edge rusher from Denver to win Defensive Player of the Year. But I think Myles Garrett's he's just too good not to make money off this.
Oh, absolutely. And again, in that defense, it would make if he doesn't ball out, I would be severely disappointed.
Yeah. Myles Garrett is plus 450. Will Anderson Jr. is plus 750, second best odds. Aiden Hutchinson plus 900. I wouldn't put money on his name if my life depended on it. Go Buckeyes. Max Crosby is.
I don't think it'll be Max Crosby.
Between plus 111 or 1100 and plus 1525, and then fifth is Nick Bonito with plus 1400.
I don't think Max Crosby is going to, not because I don't think that he's a good player. I think he's a very good player. I think he's just tired of the freaking Raiders, man.
Yeah, tired of losing. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But that organization stinks. Boo. Offensive Player of the Year. Oh my God. You want to hear the odds before you make your pick?
I do want to hear the odds, yeah.
Guess who is number 1 in betting odds for the Offensive Player of the Year?
Josh Allen.
Nope.
What position?
My favorite player to not wear a Broncos jersey.
Oh no. Do I remember this? What position?
Running back. Jahmyr Gibbs.
I knew that.
Yes.
I don't know.
Jahmyr Gibbs is between plus 600 and plus 650. Next up is Bijan Robinson at plus 900. Jamar Chase at plus 1,000. Puka Nacua plus 1,200 to plus 1,300.
There's There's no way they're gonna give it to Puka Nakua.
I
There's
don't know.
no
Yeah,
way.
that'd be a PR nightmare. Justin Jefferson at plus 1400 to plus 1800, and then CMC at plus 1400 to plus 1600, and those are coming from FanDuel and DraftKings. No free ads. So
I want to see.
Jackson Smith and Jigba could repeat. I was actually watching the newest episode of Hard Knocks. Mike McDonald thinks
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba is having his best camp, and he thought last year's camp was really good.
Hell yeah. I could see GSN coming back again. I don't know. Puka Nakua, I believe, is getting suspended for like 3 games, isn't he? Isn't that confirmed?
I think so. Wasn't it in the story that you sent me about him biting someone and also anti-Semitism?
I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. Oh my god. I don't know because of the defenses that Jahmyr Gibbs is going up against.
Jahmyr Gibbs is unstoppable.
I don't know.
It better be. I
playing
just took him in a
against
fantasy
Brian
draft.
Flores. He plays Brian Flores twice.
He plays Brian Flores twice every year.
Yeah. But this year it looks a lot scarier. I mean, obviously I want it to be Justin Jefferson. I'm hoping that he has like a huge could I put Justin Jefferson as comeback player of the year? Can I go back and put him? I don't know. I like Jahmyr Gibbs, but I can't give it to a Detroit Lions player.
Yeah, but Jahmyr's awesome.
He's great. Don't get me wrong, but he's in my division, so sorry, bestie.
Yeah.
I would be happy with JSN winning it again. I'm okay with that repeat.
Yeah.
I like it. Picasso.
I like it. Picasso.
Picasso.
Would be crazy. I don't anticipate there being a repeat at offensive player of the year. I just don't. I think it's gonna be Lamar Jackson.
No. Lamar Jackson's getting MVP. Clock it.
He's getting both.
Can you get both?
I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like they should just take quarterbacks out of the offensive player of the year options at all.
MVP since Adrian Peterson, MVP has been a quarterback only. Actually, even before Adrian Peterson, for like the longest time, like last 20 years, the only 2 players to win MVP were running backs other than quarterbacks. Usually it's a quarterback. I want to say on the record, if Drake May,
you are not lying. Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Matt Stafford.
Ugh. If Drake May is in the running again, I'm gonna commit tax fraud.
He will be. Okay. Last but certainly not least, the AP Most Valuable Player presented by Invisalign, apparently.
Good for Invisalign. Good for Invisalign.
That just makes no sense to me. But hey, you do you. Who do you got? MVP.
MVP. JJ McCarthy. No. Could you imagine?
MVP, Most Valuable Butt.
You proud of yourself for that one? Are you proud of yourself for that one? What was that?
MVT, Most Valuable Turd Nugget.
MVTN.
Yeah. Turd Nugget's one word, hyphenated.
Oh, sure. I feel like this is another one that I'm going to like have like an if beforehand. I think it could be Josh Allen if Josh Allen balls out. The thing is, though, is that apparently the locker room is a little bit crunchy right now, according to reports. So who's to say? I don't think it'll be Matthew Stafford again. I don't know. I kind of low key would like to see it be like Lamar Jackson, or there's something in my gut that's like, what about Sam Darnold?
Yeah. If Sam Darnold wins MVP, Jackson Smith and Jigba's not winning Offensive Player of the Year.
No. No. I don't think Burrow's going to be that good this year. Am I the only one that is not drinking the Joe Burrow juice?
Gross. Yes. I think you might be the only person that is not drinking the Joe Burrow juice. The Joe Shiesty Kool-Aid.
That man can't stay healthy. I have no trust in him. Derrick Henry would be good.
I love a good King Henry. Give me I want a running back to win so bad.
Yeah, break up this quarter. No, what? I know who's going to win it. It's going to be Justin Jefferson.
A wide receiver winning MVP?
Yeah.
Would be crazy.
Justin Jefferson. Jay Jettas.
Would be crazy. I actually am not going to make an MVP pick because everybody's going to laugh at me.
What would you, if you were to make a pick, though, would you say Bo Nix?
Yes. like genuinely. Like, not just because he's my favorite team's quarterback, but like, I genuinely think that we're going to see a completely different football player this season.
Your birthday bestie.
Yeah. Did you hear about the fight at Broncos camp yesterday?
No.
Like, there were
I heard about the Cowboys one.
No, there were 3 fights that broke out at Broncos training camp practice yesterday. And the third one was a massive brawl where Nick Bonito, our star pass rusher, is laying on top of the pile. And Bo Nix walks over and rips him off the pile by his leg. And those two had to be separated.
Send that to me immediately. I need to see
There's no video footage. There is no video footage out of Broncos camp at all this year. No one's allowed to take any videos. And they listen to the rules, by the way.
Dang! Yeah, the Vikings fan base doesn't know how to read, apparently. So
yeah. Yeah.
Did you see the video I sent you of the Cowboys New Orleans?
Yeah.
Though
that was wild.
Crazy. This is my favorite part of training camp. I love the useless fights. It's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
I think it's hysterical.
They happen all the time. People get worked up about it, and it's like, okay, yeah, you obviously like have never really been around like higher level football because that's like a commonality during training camp. It's so hot and people are so big and you're just leaning on each other and hitting each other for 3 hours a day, every single day. It's the worst.
Well, not to mention that a lot of the guys that get into the fights a good chunk of the time are also trying to make the team. So if like somebody says something, of course you're gonna like stand your ground, you know?
Yeah, it's like a surefire roster guy like might just get upset that a bubble guy is like trying really, really hard.
Right. Or you're Kirk Cousins and you're like, hey, Max Crosby, stop touching
bucko.
me. I don't appreciate that.
That's rude. One more time, pal.
Knock it off.
Knock it off.
Why
I'll make sure that you're banned from Kohl's for life. Yeah.
Give me all your Kohl's cash.
Yeah, I don't know. But that fight yesterday. But yeah, no, I really do think that Bo Nix could win the MVP this year. There's actually a graphic that came out. This was really interesting. I don't know if it was just AFC quarterback. I think it was just AFC quarterbacks, but it was a stat that came out yesterday it was actually a Broncos reporter. And he did a little like math equation that was like passing yards minus yards lost from sacks plus total rushing yards, which makes sense. Like those are the yards that a quarterback is responsible for.
Yeah.
Bo Nix has the most in the AFC over the last 2 seasons.
Interesting.
Yeah, because he doesn't take sacks.
I think.
And it just came out today that unanimously across the board, the Broncos offensive line has been ranked number 1 by literally every ranking system.
That is a scary offense purely because of that O-line. I am scared of that O-line.
J.K. Dobbins coming back.
Happy for Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo Nix is, in year 3. Just added Jalen Waddle. Evan Ingram had a great day at camp, or a great week so far this week at camp. Like, I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for this. Broncos offense is going to look a lot different this season.
I will say, I think both of us are wrong about MVP. I think we both know that the true MVP this season is, in fact, going to be Pat McAfee.
Most viewed person.
Unfortunately, parentheses, unfortunately.
Okay, so do you watch the Monday night pregame show?
We do, yeah. My grandparents and we watch pregame shows.
Okay, because I don't, because I have youth group on Monday nights. I serve at my local church with the youth ministry, and I work with high school kids.
Which is awesome.
We go Monday night from like 5:30 until 8:30. So I get home like third quarter. So I don't really ever get a chance to see like the Monday night pregame stuff unless it's like there's a clip or something. Somebody said something ridiculous,
Right.
I
mean,
which probably
going
gonna
into
happen a
the
lot.
season, it might be a little bit different for me because of my new hours. But no, we watch all of the pregame shows. The one on Fox, the Thursday night football one, unfortunately, the Sunday night football one, and the Monday night football one again now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, and I made a tweet about it today. I said, I can't wait to turn off the Pat McAfee show on Friday to turn on College Game Day and see Pat McAfee on Saturday mornings. And then all Sunday long, listen to the Pat McAfee rap album, and then to prepare for the Pat McAfee pregame show on Monday Night Football.
Who does he have blackmail on?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what ESPN's trying to do. Like it's like, I get it. Pat McAfee he's a titan in like this industry, this thing that we're doing. Like Pat McAfee is the pinnacle of that.
Right.
But also like his show is live on television for like 4 hours every single day. He hogs the conversation on Saturday mornings on College Game Day. So much so that like I can't even watch College Game Day anymore. I actually turn on the Waterboys College Football pregame show every Saturday morning on YouTube from 8 to 10 a.m.
Right.
Shameless plug. But it's just like, it's too much. Like Pat McAfee has been around. He's just been on the feed too much, and I'm tired of it.
To me, it's also just like, at least Dan Patrick was enjoyable,
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the closest that I have to compare Pat McAfee to is Dan Patrick. Like, I remember growing up watching the Dan Patrick show with my dad, which was very similar, obviously, to the Pat McAfee show. But at least Dan Patrick, like, wasn't obnoxious and was just like, he was a very smart guy. Like, he very much was intellectual in regards to sports. It feels just like, because ESPN is owned by Disney now.
Yeah.
And with some of the, like, not to tie it into like the other aspect of the show, with some of the reports coming out, some of these rumors that we're hearing about specifically like Magneto in the MCU not having the Holocaust connection to him or even potentially being a woman. And again, I don't know how credible these are. They're just rumors for now. But it doesn't surprise me that they're shoving a guy like this down our throats when they're very clearly taking a step into a very specific demographic. And I feel like it does kind of go hand in hand with our last NFL topic that we're going to talk about today. It feels like they are trying to push very specific views, even though the fan base for the NFL has kind of been going in an opposite direction the last couple of years.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. And we can jump right into that conversation because and obviously you can speak to this better than I can, but like, I don't think that the NFL representation that women need is wives and girlfriends being pushed to the forefront.
The thing is that I feel like they're learning the wrong message from Taylor Swift. They saw how excited female fans were to see Taylor Swift.
Madison Beer is not that.
Madison Beer does not have the same level of fan base that Taylor Swift has. The reason Taylor Swift worked is because of the fan base that she brought with her.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like Simone Biles. Like, I love Simone, absolutely talented woman, phenomenal individual who has done leaps and bounds for women in sports. she does not have the same following as Taylor Swift, and even she has said some like similar things, you know? There are so many wonderful WAGs, and I fear that they are taking the wrong message from what the WAGs represent. They instead of showing us them sitting at training camp with Justin Herbert very clearly being distracted, tell us about her achievements. Talk about what she's capable of. Talk about what Simone Biles has done for the women's sport industry. Talk about Haley Steinfeld and her fantastic career and being a mother. Talk about the acolytes that Taylor Swift has and all of these wonderful WAGs, because the unfortunate thing is that they're not even pushing the normal everyday WAGs. They're pushing the famous WAGs on us. We don't hear about the Julie Kirks who stay at home with their 2 boys. We don't hear about the WAGs that are unfortunately abused by their husbands. If you're going to push WAG content, you open the door to another conversation about the way that the NFL allows its players to treat women. What women in sports want, what women in the NFL want. We don't want to see the wives and girlfriends. We don't watch this because of Taylor Swift. And if that were the case, the last 28 years of my life have been null and void, because I have been a Minnesota Vikings fan for 28 years. I am 28 years old. I have loved the Minnesota Vikings. I've said this on this podcast. I've said this online. I've loved the Minnesota Vikings longer than Taylor Swift has had a career. I don't want to see the WAGs. I want to see the players. And where I want to see women, I want to see more women commentators. I want to see more women play-by-play. I want to see more women TV shows. I want to see more women GMs, head coaches, assistant coaches. I want to see more women in positions of power. I want to see more female referees. I want to see more women doing more than just sideline reporting. My entire life as a female identifying individual, I have seen, or female presenting individual, I have only really had Erin Andrews to look up to.
Yeah.
And Erin Andrews is wonderful.
Yeah,
Do
she's
not
like
get me wrong.
genuinely like one of the goats of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's only really been Erin Andrews and Mina Kimes for the last however long is a problem. Not to
Mina
mention the
Kimes just
fact
came onto the scene like maybe 3 years ago, though.
very recently, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you also have the fact that for the very longest time, female merchandise is either very clearly designed by a man who doesn't know women or very clearly designed by a man who is sexually attracted by a woman. I'm going to bring out props. Give me 1 second. Because
Okay.
I'm thinking about this now.
Yeah. Charles actually brought up someone that I was actually wanted to point out was Carly Ursay. Jim Irsay's daughter. She is, the de facto owner of the Indianapolis Colts. And she's like on the field with a clipboard, like watching the game very intently every single week.
And like
it's
takes
things
notes
like that.
and like
Yeah, like
I want more of that.
Yeah, friend of the channel, Tanya Ray Fox. Another, I think she's a massive voice in like the short form, like the TikTok realm of like women talking in, the NFL and sports in general. There's just
another person I absolutely want to give a shout out to is I have to get her at. I can never remember it. I'm gonna mispronounce her name and I apologize. Ask Kate. I'm just gonna say her username. Ask Kate, who does the baseball for baddies and football for baddies. What a wonderful presence in our sphere. She educates women in a non-condescending way about sports. She gives the news in a non-condescending way about sports to women and girls. And she's also a massive Taylor Swift fan, and it's great. The thing I wanted to point out, and the reason I brought props, is so this is my Kyle Rudolph jersey. Normal, everyday jersey, right?
Okay.
It is I believe it's actually a kid's medium. And by kids, I mean boys. And there's a reason I am using that difference. This is my JJ McCarthy jersey. Can you see the difference in the way that they are?
Oh, yeah. Is one of them like a women's jersey?
This is a women's jersey. It is a low-cut V-neck. And
it like hugs the hips. Yeah.
Why? And before anybody can say, well, just buy the men's, I do. I have purchased myself, is a men's. because I prefer the men's cut. The only reason I
Yeah.
have the female one is because this was gifted to me, and it's, one of those things you can't. I don't want a jersey that accentuates my hips. There's a picture of me in high school with a Viking shirt that cuts down to my chest and is bedazzled and is tight fitting. I was a teenager, and I promise you what you are thinking about with the drunk men at the Metrodome were doing, they absolutely were. And I was a teenager. If you want more women in sports, give us the decency of having women designing our merchandise. Why do I have to go to Abercrombie and Finch? I thought that they were supposed to be doing something with Juszczyk's wife. I thought she was supposed to be having a handle on this stuff.
They're
Where's
having
that?
they have a whole partnership with Abercrombie and Fitch that I just actually talked about this on LinkedIn today of all freaking places to talk about.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but I think you're right. Like, I think really right now, and I say right now because I think that this is probably going to be changing over the next decade. The only difference between a man and a woman sitting behind a microphone and talking ball is that the man probably played JV football in high school.
Right.
You know, like it's
right.
maybe played high school ball if they were at like a smaller school in varsity and needed, those types of things. I just like, I don't know. It just really bothers me. Like when, I don't know, people just, it's like, wow, she's like so knowledgeable about football for a woman. I'm like, no, she's knowledgeable about football in general. Have you heard some of the things that some of these morons say at the table on the Get Up football show on NFL? I can't stand Kyle Brandt. I genuinely do not like him, and I have no reason not to like him. I just don't like him.
Half of these guys that get to be on these talk shows, some of the stuff that they're saying is widely biased. It's widely out of left field. And then you've got Mina Kimes, who again is like one of the most, if not the most knowledgeable person that I could think of off the top of my head. And she is constantly berated and talked down to and discredited. I mean, even when you look at like our comments, the comments that talk about you and talk about me, wildly different.
Yeah. Yeah, they say that all my
It's
opinions are
insane.
completely correct and accurate and perfect.
Yeah. And
Charles
then people
says he's
tell
got
me what
personal
kind of
beef
material.
with Dan Orlovsky. Yeah, I can't
Yeah. Ooh.
But yeah, I think the NFL.
Kay Adams. I love Kay Adams.
Oh, Kay Adams is great. She's great.
She's a
yeah, I think the
fan.
NFL could do a better job of. I think they need to have some women in the rooms helping make those decisions.
Absolutely.
I think that's the problem. I think there's not enough women at the table to decide how women should be represented in the NFL. And I think that's therein lies the problem.
I also think they also have a problem in regards to what kind of content creator they invite to these things. I kind of had a hunch that their social media was going to go this way. I have nothing against Isaac and his wife. I love his wife. I watch her stuff all the time. Why is she getting invited to things as a content creator over some of these female content creators that talk sports all the time?
Yeah.
Like,
they've like completely built their following just based on their ball knowledge.
And no offense, Isaac wasn't like, the only reason Isaac is famous is because of his wife. Like, I hate to say it. Yeah, he was in the NFL, but his wife is the one that like does everything for them. And I'm not discrediting her whatsoever. She absolutely should also be invited to these things. But why are you inviting a wag over people who are trying to make careers out of this?
Yeah, that's also another piece that bothers me too, but that's a different conversation. But yeah.
Stop inviting influencers.
Yeah. And if you are, just pick better ones like us.
Right.
The Gridiron Geeks should have a table on Radio Row during Super Bowl week. That's what I'm trying to say.
That would be really fun.
Anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys all think about the NFL awards. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Pat McAfee getting another show on ESPN and Do you want to see more WAGs around the NFL or more non-WAG women around the NFL? Let us know in the comment section. And with that, it is time to shift into the fandom zone and almost an hour into the show, even though we spent like the first 10 minutes trying to figure out what the frick was going on with the live streams. Okay. D23 happened this weekend.
Yes.
And they gave us so much. And a couple of the things that aren't necessarily like related to the fandom topic of this show, I thought were some really interesting like movies called like Coco 2. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited for Coco 2. I, as a Disneyland local, I am so excited for the refurb of Tomorrowland. I'm so excited that they are finally like sprucing it up and touching it and like making it, you know, what it's supposed to be. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. I think they announced Lilo and Stitch, a live action Lilo and Stitch 2. Who's asking for this stuff?
There was Frozen 3, which I'm
actually hyped for that.
Opinions. I'm hyped about it. I don't like the clip that they decided to use for the trailer. I'm not a huge fan of the at least someone understands women's needs. Like, you guys could do better than that. You guys could have done better than that.
I didn't see that clip.
So the one of the clips that they showed was Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, Sven, and Olaf. And Elsa goes off to do something, and Anna is like, "Hey, can like somebody like bustle my train?" And Olaf and Kristoff are standing there looking incredibly confused, and so Sven is the one that does it. And she goes, "See, someone understands
the
women's
reindeer."
needs." Yeah, and says it very passive aggressively to Kristoff, as if Kristoff hasn't been like one of the most perfect gentlemen in all of Disney
But
Princedom.
Kristoff himself says reindeers are better than people.
I mean, that's fair.
Sven
Sven is better than
I'm right. Yeah,
Sven is better than like everybody. I
love Frozen. Frozen 2 was better than Frozen 1. One of the very few sequel movies that I think is better than the first movie.
I agree with you.
But yeah, Kingdom Hearts. We're getting is it a TV show or a movie?
We're getting another game for sure.
We're getting another game, and they also announced a live action like version of Kingdom Hearts, which I like am blown away by how they're going to be able to do this. I used to play like the original Kingdom Hearts on my PlayStation 2 with my dad all the time. I had when I was younger.
365 over 8 or whatever it was on my DS. I loved that game so much.
Oh my god, Nintendo DS. What
DS,
you know,
baby.
What you know about the Nintendo DS? Remember the PSP?
Dog, my little brother had a PSP, and I had the pink Nintendo DS Lite. I hope my Nintendogs are doing okay.
That's hilarious. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they announced that isn't really within the realm of this show, but it's all stuff that we will be. Oh, it's an anime series. It's not live action. Why did I think it was live action?
Okay. I dig an anime series. I'll watch that.
Yeah, I mean, Kingdom Hearts has to be anime. Like that's the only thing that makes sense,
right?
For Kingdom Hearts, but they gave us like the geeks a lot of stuff. Like we were eating good. The first one on the list that I think is probably going to be the biggest one that we talk about. We have our new X-Men.
The rogue casting. I'm feral.
Dude, Indy. Okay. I watched Obsession finally like a week ago.
Yeah.
Deeply unsettling. Didn't think it was the best movie I've ever seen like everybody else thought it was.
I need to see it. I have to tell you
something. I have to tell you something offline about one of the characters. I'm not going to say it on the show, but it's a very funny observation.
Okay.
Yeah, Indy, how do you say her last name? Navarrete?
I think so, yeah.
By the way, I learned about her from the CW, HBO Max, Superman and Lois.
Superman and Clark. Lois.
By the way.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, she has been cast as Rogue. Never have I ever heard her Southern accent. I'm very eager to hear what her Southern accent sounds like.
One of the biggest nerds ever. I have heard her talking about Rogue already, and it's like, oh, she gets it.
She turned down a massive deal for another movie to take this role for the X-Men, which I think is a smart choice.
That's how you know. That's how you know. She is like Vanessa Kirby level geeking out about playing Rogue. And I think that is phenomenal.
I think
I am so excited.
Just my first overall observation of this entire new X-Men cast, including the casting for Mr. Sinister. Shout out Adam Driver, our boy Kylo Ren has made another appearance.
I have a conspiracy theory about that, by the way.
All of the X-Men are hot. What is happening?
Yeah.
Why is that the case?
Bestie,
And there's also no Wolverine.
Have you not read the X-Men comics?
I mean, valid, but like, what's his name? It's playing Scott. Kit Connor is brother. The fact that
it's a good day to be me.
Yeah, every time he shows up to set, he's just gonna be like, yeah.
There's a joke going around. He was in a TV show called Heartstopper. Absolutely recommend it. Very good TV show. And he talked about how if they were to do another season that he wants to see the two characters cheat on one another, and everyone is jokingly like, that's how you know that this man was born to play Scott Summers. And it's like,
so and I think that one, the Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, Kit Connor as Cyclops, and then also obviously the Sadie Sink as Jean Grey were like the most like the first things that we all knew before D23 came out. And then they dropped the bomb on us with Maya Boyd as Storm. Oh my God.
It's a good day to be bisexual, dog. It's a good day to be bisexual.
Just looking at this, obviously, I think the only one that I am having trouble picturing is Chris Abbott as Charles Xavier.
I'm nervous, and this kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. I'm nervous about this because Charles Xavier is really young still comparatively to the other X-Men here. And so this has me nervous for the direction that they might take Magneto in, because you kind of need him to be a Holocaust survivor. So if the MCU is set in modern day, why is Charles and Magneto not younger?
Yeah. Yeah. How can you be
or older? Excuse me. Why aren't they older?
Yeah. I mean, if they are, how? That's 1945.
Yeah.
That's 80 years ago.
So unless some 30-year-old guy is having beef with like an 80-year-old, I mean, to be fair, it's comic book movies.
Yeah,
you can alter timeline
having beef
and
with
stuff.
You're 30 and you have beef with an 80-year-old Holocaust survivor. You need therapy for like
dog.
Goodness, you have some serious problems. But yeah, that one is like the only one that I'm having a hard time seeing. I think Adam Driver as Mr. Sinister is.
Here's my theory.
Chef's kiss.
It is very good casting. My question, other than the paycheck, because we all know that that's going to be a thick paycheck.
He'll probably be the highest paid on
For
the
sure.
cast.
What compelled Adam Driver to return to Disney after everything that happened? Here's my conspiracy theory, especially because he wasn't there.
Are you thinking that they're giving him a Hunt for Ben Solo?
I absolutely think that they are giving him the Hunt for Ben Solo.
How are they going to do that, though? Because he's like 6 years older than the last time we saw him as Kylo Ren.
I think it'll tie into Rey's trilogy.
But he's gone.
No one's ever really gone.
Okay. Stop that. That was like the most clutch Star Wars quote that you possibly could have come up with. Yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting. I think Hunt for Ben Solo would be so awesome. And genuinely, like if he is back in with Disney, like that makes perfect sense that could be the case.
Not to mention, you've got Celebration next year. The 50th anniversary of Star Wars. What a better time to announce the Hunt for Ben Solo than at the 50th anniversary of Star Wars at Star Wars Celebration.
So speaking of Star Wars announcements, we did get the trailer for. We'll get to Space Top Gun here in just a second. They gave us a trailer for Ahsoka Season 2. Oh my God. For those of you who don't know this, my cat is named Ahsoka because Ahsoka is my favorite character in all of Star Wars. I think she is the most pure and baddest ass of all of the not a Jedi that has ever walked the face of the galaxy far, far away. And also the one that's farther and farther away because she's still stuck there
But
for whatever freaking reason.
she might be a Jedi though. This is her trial.
This
She
is her
might be a
trial.
Jedi. It wasn't in the trailer. It wasn't in the trailer. But there's a rumor, Strez. There's a rumor that the love of my life, Imperial officer turned
Oh, that's
Rebel
right.
General, is going to be in season 2. And
That's
I'm
right.
so excited. Iden Versio and in real life, IRL. I'm so excited.
That will be
Please be
really
real.
if that is the case and that does happen, which I can see how it would happen because like it's the Thrawn of it all, and she's like involved in that era of the conflict. So it would make
Yeah.
perfect sense.
It would absolutely be perfect for her because, you know, her whole thing was to stop the remnants, you know, with Hux or not Hux, excuse me, with oh no, what's his name? Husk. His name is Husk. Kind of similar to Hux. Husk. Her whole shebang was like doing that. She helped Han Solo free Kashyyyk. Like that is her jam right there. It also, I think, is a really good opportunity to give us another little sneak peek at Leia during this era as well.
That would be cool. And they honestly could use her daughter.
Yeah.
What is her name? Billy Lord?
Oh yeah, Billy Lord did it for the sequels.
Yeah.
I'm sure because I know Billy Lord on Instagram has talked about how Star Wars has really helped her reconnect with her mom and how her grandkids or her children connect with their grandma. So I think, and I mean, she did technically play. Okay, let's not put our paws on the jerseys, NASA. She did play. She did play kind of sort of Leia in that Columbia Endor merch thing that they did.
Yeah, that's true.
So I really think that she wouldn't be opposed to doing
And
it. I don't think it'd be anything major, but
this is maybe a strange hot take, and I know how you feel about her, but she did have one of the best sayings that we've ever covered on this show. I do think that Millie Bobby Brown could genuinely play a pretty solid young Leia Organa if they ever wanted to go back to that era for any reason.
Oh,
like a
yeah.
flashback or anything. They wouldn't I mean, they would probably need to use a little bit of maybe some
CGI,
CG
yeah.
and some makeup, but I think like just as herself, I think Millie Bobby Brown could do a pretty solid job playing a young Leia.
I'm also excited that we get to see more Hayden Christensen in the Clone Wars era.
Also,
I'm so excited.
no one has been talking about this guy who is wielding a dual-bladed lightsaber and just throws
That,
a whole
like-
tree at Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker.
What?
What planet are they on? Like, are they
It's
on
like
that planet in that other galaxy? And this random guy shows up with a like a double-bladed lightsaber?
Well, no, because I think it's a flashback because we see young Ahsoka. I think genuinely.
Oh, that's true. Also, by the way,
I think it's Starkiller Base. Before it was Starkiller Base.
oh, so the planet that they used to make Starkiller Base on? That would be pretty cool. What's the
looks really similar.
What's the girl's name that's playing young Ahsoka? She was the daughter in Barbie.
Oh, I can never remember her name. She also was young Gamora.
Yes.
Ariana Greenblatt.
Yes, Ariana Greenblatt is the exact age that I think she needs to be. And Hayden Christensen said that he would be willing to do this. I think I sent you this on Twitter today.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen said he is willing and able and would love to do a live-action Clone Wars era movie.
And I know that Ewan McGregor keeps talking about wanting to come back as well.
Yeah, he wants to have a love. He wants to have a love thing with Hera, which is the funniest thing ever.
Which would make no sense. Ewan, learn the timeline, bestie.
Yeah, I don't really know how that would work out, but it would be hilarious because for those of you who don't know, they are married in real life.
Right. And I know for a fact that Hayden has been talking about Natalie Portman coming back. And I think she would do it.
Dude, Natalie Portman back as Padme would break the internet.
I would cry.
It would break the internet.
It absolutely would. I would die dead.
It would genuinely break the internet. Like, you know how I have that Princess Leia shirt that's like just like Princess Leia's face? I would
Yeah.
absolutely be getting a Padme Amidala,
Oh,
like
like the one on
100%.
TikTok Shop?
Yes.
I've been meaning to get my hands on that TikTok Shop one.
I have
It's
a Bo Nix one coming that's
sick.
kind of like that, which I'm really excited about. Probably wear it on next week's show, but yeah. So there
Love.
was, and then there were the other Star Wars Starfighter thing. So we got a more in-depth look at Ryan Gosling as Cade Oberon, the main character
Love
in
that
this
name.
great Star Wars name, Cade
Yeah.
Oberon. Did you see his jacket?
It's so cool.
Why is the
I
Rebellion
need it.
logo upside down?
I have a well, see, here's the thing. I think my hunch is
Is it
that
like an
they
anarchy
are
thing?
no. I think it's more of like that he witnessed sort of the more of like the Andor version of the rebellion, like the
Yeah, the
darker,
really dark
grittier.
underbelly piece.
Yeah, and so I feel like his whole thing is that he is against the rebellion. He's like one of those like third party against the rebellion, against the empire, because the rebellion could have helped him, but they didn't, kind of a thing, you know?
Yeah, and people are dying from blasters from both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I'll be honest with you. I was like not that intrigued by this movie because
I
I
know.
like we've talked about it when they announced this movie. I'm like, that no one's asking for Top Gun in space. Like that's not what anybody wants. And then we're getting like we got a little bit more from this, and I'm just like, wait a second. Also, I think I just needed to watch what was
Project
the
Hail
movie?
Mary.
Yeah, Project Hail Mary. I think I just needed to watch that, and that kind of got me ready for more Ryan Gosling in space. But
Yeah.
yeah, so those two were the Star Wars things that were announced. Um, then we got into the MCU piece, which I guess technically we already
Mhm.
got into the MCU piece when they announced the X-Men.
Yeah, but we're
I'm
hopping
not gonna
back
lie.
into it
I'm
now.
not gonna lie. I'm ready for Doomsday to take place so that we can get into the mutant era of the saga, the mutant saga.
I'm done. I hear it's like for every one good thing I hear about or see about Doomsday, I hear like two more horrible things that make me want to bang my head on the table.
Okay, before we get into Doomsday, Vision Quest.
I'm so ready for Vision Quest.
Brother, we've got Paul Bettany and James Spader, both with like human skin and with their Vision and Ultron looks.
We also have the guy who played Jarvis in the Peggy Carter TV show, which but I love that casting for Jarvis.
You always find the way
I
to hate
will
on Peggy Carter every episode.
always find a way to hate on Peggy Carter because they ruined her. Anyway, the guy who played Jarvis in that TV show is going to be Jarvis in this. We have a face for Friday. Dummy and You. I always thought Dummy was a girl, so I'm a little disappointed, but I love the casting anyway. And rumor has it, for my comic book fans out there, rumor has it there is a casting for Jocasta. For those of you who don't know, in the comics, before Ultron made Vision, he made Jocasta, who was supposed to be his wife. And she defects from him and joins the Avengers. And I love Jocasta.
Who is James Darcy? Is this person related to Emma Darcy in any way?
That's the guy who plays Jarvis. Emma Darcy and James Darcy related. They are not related.
Oh, well, that's a bummer because if that were the case, I'd be like, wow, this guy's probably one of the best actors on the face of the planet. Because I love Emma Darcy. I think Emma Darcy is going to win some awards from House of the Dragon this year, by the way. But yeah, I think that show's going to be really cool. I think WandaVision was awesome.
WandaVision was awesome. Agatha All Along was awesome.
Yes,
I love the casting for Tommy Shepard.
This little era, like this little section of the Marvel TV shows is so fantastic.
Yeah, it's the only ones that I like
of these right now.
feel like actually respect the characters and the timeline, but also like expand upon it in such a great way.
Yeah.
Oh, James Spader's Ultron. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah.
So good.
I just like it's been a minute since I've like thought about Ultron, and I watch The Office
Mhm.
all the time, so I think of him as Robert California more than anything.
Sure. As you
If
should.
we're being honest, but yeah, so that's gonna be really fun. And then obviously the biggest thing, Avengers Doomsday gave us a brand new second trailer, and I don't know why this wasn't the first one that they gave us.
This
Because
should have
that
been the first one.
the
This
first one that
should have been
came
the
out
first one.
was it felt so messy. And I was actually watching, so I'm gonna shout them out again. I was watching the Midnight Boys, pew, pew, and they were talking about that they think that studios are doing this on purpose. They think that
Like
studios,
showing us bad trailers and then good
yes,
trailers?
and then hearing what fans think, and then they're making their changes to the film and to the next trailer, and then giving us the trailer that we're actually gonna love.
Mm.
They think that they're doing this on purpose. And I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't be that surprised because trailers, we're at the point now where we're getting teaser trailers for teaser trailers. We're not even getting teaser trailers for trailers. We're getting teasers for
Right.
teaser trailers.
Right.
Like Mall
Like, I
Shadow
miss
Lord did
this.
this.
Yeah, I miss the Super Bowl era, like in the 2010s, where we would get all of these really cool trailers for TV shows, like the Captain
Yeah.
America, the Winter Soldier one with the like really gritty, like stars and or I don't remember what American patriotic song they did was really cool. The United We Stand, Divided We Fall one for Civil War, like those were so cool. And now it's like, see the full trailer on YouTube. It's like, I don't
They
want to go
friggin'
to YouTube. I'm watching the Super Bowl.
I text you about this too when they draw. I was like, this Avengers trailer, and I posted about it on my personal channel. That reaction's like almost at
Mhm.
11,000 views, by the way. I've never had a video do that well on YouTube, which is pretty cool.
Love?
Um,
Congrats.
That trailer dropped at 11:15 p.m. Central Time. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
That's after midnight on the East Coast.
Well,
That is,
that's also only that's 9:15
yeah,
Pacific
that's
too.
just like, that's just too late to do something like this.
Yeah.
Like, sure, announce Frozen 3 at 11 o'clock p.m. Central Time on a Friday night if you want. Don't care. I'll find out about, I can wake up and find out about that and be excited that when I wake up. Avengers
Right.
Doomsday giving us this trailer where we hear one of the coldest lines ever from a Marvel villain, where he says, "Hell
Yeah.
answers to me, for I am Doom." Oh my god, I'm
I
so in.
it's also interesting too because content creators do get a lot of this stuff ahead of time as well. Like they get sneak peeks at D23 if they're invited as a content creator. So why not just have the presentation for this stuff?
This was the trailer that they showed at Hall H at San Diego Comic Con.
Uh Weird. That's because the D23 showcase started late. Why did it start late?
Oh, weird.
That's
They
so
probably meant it. They
weird.
probably tried going live, and then they had issues with their live stream, and then they had to back out and then come back in and restart the live stream,
Oh,
just
oh,
like Gridiron
sure,
Geeks did
sure.
tonight.
But, like, that's so weird because, like, again, like, content creators get access to the floor pretty early. I know content creators get a lot of stuff beforehand too, so it's
Yeah,
like, I don't know, for something like D23, especially when it's, like, the year before Star Wars Celebration or, like, a lot of the things that are coming out, why not start your showcase a lot earlier than you intend to so that way you have time? Because, again, like, 9:15 for Pacific Standard Time is still pretty late here too.
yeah,
So I don't like they didn't anticipate this. Disney, what's up, bestie? You're better than
yeah.
this.
I don't know, but this trailer was awesome. I thought it was, re- re- regardless of the storyline of the trailer, because I
Yeah.
know, like, I don't know anything about the Fantastic Four. Like, that's probably like the comic book piece of like what they've turned into cinematic universes that I know the least about.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, so I'm unaware of like how, like, people are putting in my comment section. They're like, "What do you mean you don't know?" Like, they went to MIT together in the comics, in the comic books, and I'm like, "Oh, well, obviously I know that they like Doctor Doom showed up in the post credit scene in Fantastic Four First Steps." So, like, did they just like become buddies after that happened?
I
Like, what
think
happens?
that's part of like I think a lot of people's issues with Doomsday is that there was no build up. We had one end credit scene because again, they spent so much time building up King
The
the
Jonathan
Conqueror and
Majors, yeah.
then that whole thing. And now Kevin Feige's trying to gaslight us, being like, there was no build up to Thanos. Yes, there was. Shh.
The whole
Um
freaking first 12 movies were about Infinity Stones. Shut
And
the
about
hell up.
Infinity Stones, the end credit scenes were about him. The fine, I'll do it myself. Be for real, bestie.
Yeah,
Be
like
for real.
the
I
very first Avengers movie, those aliens that
is
came out of that wormhole were Thanos' army.
Guardians of the Galaxy was about two of Thanos' daughters, first of all, and like Ronan the Conqueror, who worked for Thanos.
Yeah.
What are we
One of the
doing here?
one of the stones was involved in that one. The Tesseract was involved in the first Avengers movie. Like,
And in the first Captain America movie.
don't lie to us. There was buildup before Thanos.
Right. And I get like, okay, Doom is probably one of the villains that most people know the most because he's like, I would argue, the most famous other than like Galactus.
He was in Fortnite 2
Marvel
years ago.
villain.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But the problem is that once again, you're not doing him right. Like the
Right.
problem that I have with the 2000s Fantastic Four and so far with this trailer and from what I'm hearing about it is that you have Sue Storm and Doctor Doom in this weird like love triangle thing when that's really not. Like Sue Storm hates Doctor Doom.
There were some people hinting at that they think that the child that Doctor Doom came to, like the child of supposed to be
Franklin?
yes,
Yeah.
is actually his son with Sue Storm.
It's no, please don't. Let's not do this. Let's not. That's Franklin, guys. That's Franklin as a toddler. You can tell because he's blonde. That's Franklin as a toddler. So let's not do this, first of all. Second of all, in the comics, it's never been well, even if it's not a love triangle, Sue Storm hates Doctor Doom. She hates that guy. She wants him dead. It is almost always in the comics been Reed being like, well, but he's my friend and I need to like say it. Sue does not like him. So to me, having her once again be that like, he used to be kind and he used to be, and then he lost everything. Like, no, let's not give the woman the like nurturing, sympathetic, especially a woman like Sue Storm. Let's not give her that. We're not doing that. It should have been Reed giving that he used to be kind, he used to be a good guy, and then he lost everything. And Sue screaming at him, being like, "Did you do this?"
Yeah,
That is
well,
much more of a Sue Storm thing.
hearing how you're describing like their relationships, like it also would make sense for Reed Richards to be the one that's like shaking his best friend, like, what the hell did you do? Like, did you
Right.
do this?
That
Like
also
that does make
works.
sense. Yeah, but you're
But
right about the nurturing
Sue
thing. Like
should not.
if she hates his guts, like that would be like I would never talk about someone like that I hate. I don't
And
hate
I mean,
anybody.
to be fair,
That's a lie.
I'm gonna say this, and I know a lot of people on the internet are not gonna like this, but when do I ever say things because I know people on the
Hey,
internet
these
are, I know,
videos
like
get
what I say.
30,000 plus views on TikTok. Just go ahead and say it.
Doom is kind of an incel. In the comics, he's an incel.
Interesting.
He tries to romance Storm. He had to manipulate Wanda on multiple occasions to marry him. He is obsessed with Sue in a lot of the comics. I mean, currently he is mind controlling Captain America. I don't remember why, but it has to do with his dead wife. Like, he is an incel. He's not a good guy. Like, Sue's daughter, Val likes to hang out with him, and he's kind of like a weird uncle, and Sue hates that. Like, Doctor Doom is an insult. I don't want him to have sympathy. Why are we making a woman give him sympathy?
Yeah.
I want to hate him.
I
That's
saw
the point of Doom. You're not supposed to like him.
David Harbour shared a line that he had from the movie, apparently. Did you see it?
Yeah.
That'll
I knew
be
it was,
interesting.
someone had to say it.
Yeah, well,
Someone
I
had
think
to
I
say
think
it.
that is fair. I think that's fair. Like, you know, we were all kind of confused by the Robert Downey Jr. casting when they announced it.
Yeah.
And as we're going into this film and kind of seeing what they've been telling us, I can understand it, right?
Yeah.
If Captain America is somehow coming back, Thor is obviously still around. So that's two of the Trinity, the MCU Trinity.
Right.
You've got once Spider-Man comes back and gets involved and he sees Doctor Doom take his mask off and sees the face of his mentor,
Right.
like his father figure, like that's going to set Peter Parker off. Like I think that it does play well that it is the face of Tony Stark that our Avengers are familiar with.
I
Being
think it gives
this
them
character that's
stakes.
like world destroying.
Yeah.
And
It gives
yeah.
them stakes. It gives the Fantastic Four stakes. I
Is that
don't
is that planet that's destroyed in the trailer? Is that the Fox X-Men
I
planet?
have a hunch. I have a feeling it has to
Because he
be.
like
I have a
wakes up the
feeling.
Sentinels in that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
looks similar to where like Reed is and is like, "Did you do this?" Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it is. There apparently the reason why Steve Rogers is involved is because one of the witches is Peggy Carter and he is using that to manipulate Steve, and I would just like the record to reflect that if I didn't want to blow out people's eardrums, I would be screaming into my microphone right now. She had a perfect ending. She had a perfect ending. She had a husband. Her story was wrapped up. Even the Russo brothers in Captain America the Winter Soldier, in Age of Ultron, in Captain America Civil War, they respectfully multiple times were like, that part of his life is over. He has his best friend back. That is all that he has spent his entire. That's what he spent the first Avenger doing, Captain America the Winter Soldier doing, Age of Ultron slightly doing,
Yeah.
Civil War doing. I mean, we all saw his face and what he did when Bucky snapped during Infinity War. Sorry, I held up my hand and my dog is now holding my hand. So
That's
now I
cute.
have to hold her hand. Why is she still here? She's supposed to be dead.
I don't know. Robert Downey
Peggy
Jr.
Carter.
Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Haley Atwell were on the stage together at D23 for this.
Like I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Peggy Carter was never the only reason Peggy Carter exists is because they gave an unnamed love interest the name
Okay.
Peggy Carter to give him
Yes.
a tie-in to Sharon Carter. Look it up. Look
No,
at
I
it.
understand.
I'm
You get you we I have to stop letting this happen. This happens every week on the show. We get Peggy Carter.
I want it to be
I
known. I love her. I love her character. She had her time. There are other
Yeah,
women
well,
that deserve a spotlight now.
yeah, but this is Disney and Marvel, and they're trying to squeeze as much money out of the cash cow that they can. The one thing
Yeah.
that I did see from this that I am very excited about, because I had questions about it when I saw the first trailer. I was like, where's Wolverine? Where's Deadpool?
Yeah.
They're going to be in it. They were just like, they had their little break-in thing where it was Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds off to the side talking about being a part of the movie and all that kind of stuff. So they're obviously going to be making an appearance in, like, that means that we're another step closer to a Spider-Man and Deadpool movie, which is like, I'm
Please.
dying for it. I think Tom
It
Holland and
also
Ryan Reynolds are going to be fantastic together.
it
First of
also
all,
gives us Johnny Storm and Spider-Man 2, which is one of my favorite friendships in the comics. And I just once again, Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto on my screen again. It's
yeah.
like I'm 6 years old. I'm so
Oh,
excited.
it's crazy. Seeing him and Sir Patrick Stewart, like it was so surreal, you know. And because I'm actually after they dropped the trailer, Disney Plus dropped a watching guide, I think, for leading up to Doomsday. There were some projects that were missing from that I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, we don't have to watch the Marvels. That's crazy.
Which has probably one of the best tie-ins to Doomsday.
Yeah, like truly. Here's the list of essential watches. So, I started this and it was funny because I was watching it and Megan actually was like kind of interested on the X-Men. And I was
Ooh.
like, oh yeah, this is the X-Men. That's Sabretooth. That's Wolverine's brother. They hate each other. In like explaining all like the very original. She's like, who's that girl? I'm like, that's
Yeah.
Rogue. She touches you, you die, which is not really her main power. She's like literally incredibly powerful.
Yeah. It's just the one that she's the most scared of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kitty Pryde.
And then
Ooh.
so X-Men X2,
Mhm.
Captain America, the first Avenger, the Avengers,
Mhm.
Avengers Infinity
Interesting.
War, Avengers Endgame. So you can just watch all three Avengers movies back to back to back. Loki, both
You
seasons.
don't have Age of Ultron in there. That's interesting.
Shang-Chi, love that. Spider-Man No Way Home, Black
Mhm.
Panther Wakanda Forever.
Mm.
By the way, M'Baku has like a new like outfit in this trailer. He looks
Mhm.
like a total badass. I'm so excited for that one. Captain
I'm not gonna look at
America,
that. Brand new.
Brave New World,
Yep, Brave New World. I don't know why I
Deadpool and
said Brand New
Wolverine,
Day. Mhm.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Thunderbolts, aka the New Avengers, and the Fantastic Four: The First Steps. So
I'm
it's
interested
1, 2,
that
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 seasons because 2 seasons of Loki.
yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 movies
It's
to get ready
interesting
for Doomsday.
because you kind of need to see WandaVision in order to see Multiverse of Madness.
That's true.
You need to see WandaVision to see Multiverse of Madness. I think I know why they left out X3 because both Cyclops and Jean are kind of dead in that. So like that makes sense. Um so that's interesting to me. Um it's also weird to me that Age of Ultron isn't in there
Yeah.
because
And we're also literally getting a Vision Quest.
right. Like
Yeah.
I would have put Age of Ultron in there purely because, you know, I'm sure Doom with Latveria probably has a lot like it's another bizarre Eastern European country, so I'm sure that it and Sokovia have a lot of, you know. What else do I feel like is missing from that? It's interesting that the only phase 1
The
movie other than the
Marvels.
first Avengers well, yeah,
Oh,
the
we talked
Marvels.
about that. Yeah.
It's interesting that only I mean, I guess Peggy, you know, if for the first Avengers, the first Avenger you want, Peggy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that's what I don't know if I would include Last Stand and Days of Futures Past because again, Cyclops and Jean are technically not alive in Last Stand. Days of Futures Past, I don't think I would have included because
Yeah, it's like
casting.
that gets really muddy with the timelines in the
Right.
X-Men. Yeah, because then you've got the James
Um,
McAvoy version of Charles and
I would
yeah.
have included Falcon and the Winter Soldier too.
Yeah.
That's missing from that.
Yeah, because what's his name? Kit Russell. His whatever I forget what his like
John Walker. Yeah.
John Walker is you can see him in the back of one of the which obviously because we saw the new
He's in
we've seen
Thunderbolts,
the
right.
Thunderbolts are a part of this show. So
But I
I don't know.
mean,
It is interesting. Like why wouldn't that be
I
included?
wonder if this is just kind of like a like general sort of a thing because it's like but if you see Thunderbolts then you don't exactly know some of these characters so then you have to watch the second Ant-Man, you have
Yeah.
to watch Black Widow. So I don't know
Maybe
if
it's
I
just like a quick
entirely
refresh, like it's kind of a refresher type thing. I don't know.
I do understand that with Days of Future Past that it does bring them back, but the thing with it is that I don't think that this is I think the reason they left out Last Stand is because I think they want us to do X1 and X2 purely for us to get used to the casting.
Yeah.
I don't think this universe 100% follows the X-Men universe. Because again, if we do Last Stand, you have both Jean and Cyclops dead, but Cyclops is very clearly not dead. So I
And we
think
have a
this is like a
new Jean
weird
Grey.
right, so it's like
Yeah.
there's I think if you throw in Days of Futures Past, it gets a lot more muddled because it's like,
Do you,
well, but
wait,
you know,
last question about this before I talk about the
your
month of
Dune
December
situation.
in general. um, do you think that Sadie Sink's Jean Grey is going to make an appearance?
I don't know. Don't know. And the reason I don't know is because if I was Kevin Feige, I'm Kevin Feige. There's a lot of things I'd change. But if I was Kevin Feige and I'm putting Sadie Sink in this movie, I would also put in the original actress who played Jean Grey and I would have them have a conversation.
Yes, that would be
And
pretty cool.
she's not in this movie. And it would be the most Jean Grey thing
we know
ever
of.
for her to have another conversation with herself, especially if they eventually want to build up to Phoenix. It would be good for her to talk to this previous Jean Grey and be like, "Hey, like things are
Yeah,
going to get scary."
wasn't that like part of the plot for the first season of X-Men 97?
Yeah,
Was
it was
like the
part of the
two Jean
plot.
Greys?
Well, no, that's technically something different. One of them is Madeline Pryor, who isn't technically Jean Grey, but that's actually something different. But I just mean like it would be interesting for post Phoenix Jean Grey to have a conversation with a pre Phoenix Jean Grey to like tell her like, hey,
And then they could
this
bring
is what's
in,
going to happen to you.
yeah, and then they could bring in Sansa Stark. Why can I never remember her name?
Sophie Turner.
So they could bring in
Sophie
Sophie Turner and have a during Phoenix Sadie Sink.
Yeah.
Or during Phoenix
then,
Jean Grey. So you post
you essentially have the cycle of this
during
this, the Phoenix
like
there,
it's
which
like
would
a
be really
Pokemon
interesting.
evolution.
Oh my god. Has
That's a
anyone made
t-shirt
that
idea.
yet?
That's a great t-shirt idea. Go do that right now.
Can we do that for Gridiron Geeks, please?
We definitely probably could. Okay. So December 17th, I will be watching Dune Part 3 in IMAX at 2 p.m. And then December 18th, I will be watching Avengers Doomsday in Dolby Cinema at 11 a.m. So
love.
Within the span of 24 hours, I will have watched both of these movies that I am so excited for. And Dune Part 3 is the movie that I was looking forward to the second most this year.
Yeah. Right.
First being Supergirl, which I loved.
Which was very good.
Yeah, they freaking Dune broke the internet. Apparently, like AMC was down, Regal's app was down, and like every app and website that's associated with a movie theater broke because everyone wanted to get in to get their IMAX tickets because it's like exclusively in IMAX for I think the first 2 weeks of its run. And it took me 34 minutes. I'm an AMC A-lister. I'm going to bring it up every chance I get. It took me 34 freaking minutes to get my one ticket to go see this movie.
Yeah.
That is insane. I saw some early reports from Global Box Office on Twitter, which isn't like an official like box office tracker, but they're usually very correct with a lot of their predictions and projections and stuff. They said that Dune Part 3 could be looking at a $100 million opening weekend domestically.
Oh my God.
Which would be bigger than Spider-Man's opening weekend. It would be the biggest opening weekend domestically ever. But at the same time, Doomsday is probably also going to do 120 million opening weekend domestically, 800 million worldwide opening weekend.
Dare I say, that weekend of Dune and Doomsday.
Well, it's like that's the holidays. Like Hanukkah is around the time, Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year's, like that's the holiday season.
Everybody's off. That is going to be a massive weekend that I feel like is going to save movie theaters.
They said that they're projecting theaters like cinema and like that. I don't know what you would call it. $10 billion year in 2026.
Good.
$10 billion, which makes sense because we freaking got we got Mandalorian, we got Supergirl, we got Spider-Man, we've got the Odyssey, we've got Clayface. I think is going to do numbers because I think that movie is going to be so fun because it's a horror movie that's coming out based around a Batman villain in October. Then you've
Obsession and Black Rooms also did very well too.
Yeah, I think those shocked the box office like in general, and so that gave it a huge boost. And then you've got obviously Dune Part 3 and Doomsday coming out at the very end of the year to finish things off. It has been a massive year at the movie theaters, like a massive year.
Now, hopefully, they can use some of that money to do like a little like, hey, it's been a while since some of you've gone to the movie theater. Let's refresh movie theater etiquette.
They do a video like Captain America coming in Spider-Man Homecoming, and he sits down in a chair. He's like, here's what you have to do.
So, you're at a movie theater for the first time since COVID. What should you do? Talk loudly on your phone and tell the person next to you who has politely asked you to put your phone away to take it out of the theater, or apologize and take it out of the theater. Remember, kids, texting during a movie is interruptive, and we don't want to be interruptive, or we're no better than Hydra.
Hell Hydra. Oh my gosh, that was too funny.
That's gonna be clipped.
1000%. Yeah, speaking of clipped, if you are still hanging out with us, this has been almost an hour and 40 minutes. This is our longest podcast episode ever. Shout out to us. And it took 2 tries to get it going. If you're starting out with us,
I think this is our most fun one ever, though. I will be honest. This one was a lot of fun.
at this point, we officially launched Gridiron Geeks socials. So go follow us at Gridiron Geeks Podcast everywhere that you're on social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and our Gridiron Geeks YouTube channel. Where we will be posting all of our clips, and we will actually be posting full segments from the live show from the Pro Football Hub channel onto the Gridiron Geeks YouTube channel. And once that channel hits, I don't know, 500 people, maybe, we'll start going live there, and that's where this show will live. So go follow us all over the place.
Please, it'd be very helpful.
Yeah, it's actually really fun. We almost hit 100 followers on TikTok in like 4 days, which has been pretty interesting.
Oh, heck yeah. Love that for us. The people yearn for mixed niches. I've been saying it for years. They yearn for mixed niches.
Our acolyte clip is the one that's done
I can
the
imagine.
numbers. Like it's almost done 40,000.
That sounds about right.
Which is crazy. Yeah. But yeah. Let us know what you guys think about everything from D23. Drop your reactions to the X-Men casting in the comment section below. Who are your NFL awards winning predictions? Very curious who everybody thinks is going to win the MVP this year. Yeah. Any final thoughts?
I want to know everybody's favorite X-Men character. Who's your favorite X-Men character? Bonus points if they're more obscure. Mine isn't. It's Jean Grey.
Mine as well. So this is a pro Jean Grey podcast. So
anything she does, she's allowed to do.
Literally, she can control half of New York. I don't care.
Yeah, she's done nothing wrong, Your Honor. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, do whatever you want. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of the episode. So go be good to people. And
wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. I have to stop us. Did you say 500 is when we move over? That's really disrespectful.
No, 499. I'm sorry, Jaden Daniels.